You're watching WYLN TV 35.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this WYLN Sports Special presentation of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. Game of the week as the Patriots of Pittston area travel to Berwick to take on the hometown Bulldogs. You are looking live at Crispin Field in Berwick, as it is week number 8 of the high school football schedule, and we thank you for joining us tonight for this just added game. And we head down field level for our national anthem. National anthem as tonight's game kicks off homecoming weekend 2021 at Berwick High School as the Bulldogs play host to the Pittston area Patriots. We thank you for joining us for continuing coverage of high school football on WYLN. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by the coach, Joe DeMelfi, Mike Sosar on the sidelines, Jim Burns on the stats, and while we have a moment, let's head down field level, get tonight's opening coin toss, led by our referee, Mr. Earl Harris.
Right? Okay, White over there, please.
With me.
Berwick
White
over here,
me.
please.
Let's go over.
Okay, gentlemen. Pittston won the toss and deferred. Berwick will receive. All right,
Pittston area wins the flip of the coin. Defers.
And as we heard from Earl Harris, Pittston area won the toss and they have deferred. Berwick will get the ball first.
Oh. Yikes, buddy.
And we mentioned our referee, Earl Harris. He is joined tonight by his umpire, Mr. Frank Galicki. Robert Hufford is the linesman, the line judge, Mr. Bill Monahan. Bob Jones is the back judge. The side judge is Chad Obert. And Joe, since we were here 3 weeks ago, Berwick at that point rallied the troops together against a very tough Williamsport team, pulled out an overtime victory, and they've been quite successful since.
One of the things that they have to do is be successful in the first half. The games that we have seen, Berwick has sort of been slow to get it going. They need to do that. Marty, they have Pittston, Dallas, Wilkes-Barre area left, and they can win some of those games. They're looking at a playoff berth.
And I heard you gave Coach Carm the warning that next week he has to make sure to get it done.
Get her done.
Taking on Coach Manello and the Mountaineers, who Crestwood is playing tonight. But after that overtime victory, that was a come-from-behind victory against Williamsport, a nice victory on the road at Tunkhannock, and then a really nice victory last Saturday afternoon in come-from-behind fashion against Wyoming Valley
And again,
West.
a slow start, Marty. Wyoming Valley West went up by 14 points. Berwick scored right before the half, and then the second half, the Bulldogs dominated. So, Pittston has been up and down this year, Marty. Berwick playing well the last 3 or 4 games, so it'll be an interesting matchup.
And the Patriots on their own 2-game winning streak, having defeated Nanticoke and Dallas. So both teams coming in on a win streak, and a little extra for Berwick tonight, as we mentioned, kicking off homecoming weekend 2021, especially for the group of seniors. So back deep for the Bulldogs. Number 20, Braden Boone. Number 7, Dre Wilk. Awaiting the Barbush Automotive opening kickoff of tonight's game. As the kicker getting final instructions from Frank Galicki. And it's Kevin Lockett, number 2. Getting ready to kick it away to the Bulldogs. In the blue, they'll be going from right to left here in this first quarter. And here an onside kick to start. Drew DeLuca came up and kicked it short. And it was jumped on, heads up play for the Bulldogs.
Rocco Romeo, I believe.
Yep. 26, Rocco Romeo is correct, Joe.
I'll tell you what, heads up play by, and Coach Barberi from Pittston wanted to cause a little chaos early on. Didn't work. Rocco Romeo comes up with a big recovery. Berwick with good field position.
And credit Romeo, he didn't just go for a full bailout expecting the deep kickoff. He waited to make sure that the ball was kicked deep, which it wasn't. And the Bulldogs get it at their own 45 to start and get a gain of 1.
Right side, nothing there. Pittston has played well defensively the last couple of weeks.
Quarterback Matt Lonzinski, who's been getting better and better, and especially during this 3-game win streak for the Bulldogs. Going in motion, and this week I know that that's number 4, Spencer Kishbaugh. I'll try not to confuse him with number 7 this week. As Knorr, a couple of stiff arms, gets out near midfield. Looks like they'll officially give him a gain of 4 right to midfield.
Benny Knorr got the corner, you see it. Is able to give a stiff arm there and takes it, as you said, Marty, just about midfield. We're going to have a 3rd and a long 5. Benny Knorr's running back tonight. Bankus, who has been a primary running back, not in uniform.
And an official timeout from Earl Harris. They
making number 4 come out of the game for some reason.
Kishbaugh has to leave the game.
It's like an equipment situation, Marty.
Officials right on it. They're in playoff form, Coach. 3rd and 5, Lonzinski out of the gun. Quick drop, pass out to Boone. Cuts it back, and he is going to be stopped shy of the first. I believe that was Alex Hoban that came up on the play.
I'll tell you what, great tackle by Hoban. We're looking at a 4th and 1. I think there's the Bulldogs will be going after this first down.
But a great play by Hoban to at least force the fourth down, because if he didn't, Boone was getting the first.
Great tackle. Wrapped him up, pushed him back even a little bit. So it's a 1 yard for the first down.
Lonzinski will try the sneak, and it looks like he's got plenty on that forward push. He stayed on his feet and actually gained about 4 yards on the play. And for the first time tonight, he picks up a Berwick Sacco Chiropractic first down.
One of the things you have to do, Marty, when you make sure you get the first down, obviously, but also protect the football. Don't let someone reach in and rip it out of your arms. Lonzinski, good push from the offensive line, picks up the first.
So the ball marked at the Pittston area 42, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. And some movement up front. Looks like it'll go against the Patriots. I apologize, Joe.
No problem. Caution to that neutral zone, as we call it. And 5 makes the first down 5 yards instead of 10.
First and 5 at the 37-yard line of Pittston.
Kind of penalty you don't like to see in the latter stages of a season. Bulldogs going for that first down on 4th down, Marty. They ended up with great field position. They don't want to squander is what they're thinking.
Kishbaugh back in the game, goes in motion on the bottom of your screen. And getting tackled for a loss of 3. Making the play, Zach Carrot for the Patriots.
I'll tell you what, I believe it was 25. We'll take a look at that again. We won't. 24. Carrot up the field. First hit. Makes it 2nd and about 8.
Boone in one-on-one coverage at the bottom of your screen. And going down the sideline is Sheptalk. He steps out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot. He's at the 27. That's a Sacco Chiropractic first down.
There you see the replay. That's a handoff, not a pass forward. Sheptalk, good speed, gets great blocks on the corner. Just can't stay in bounds. He picks up the first down.
Sheptalk and Boone to the top of your screen. Wilk at the bottom. Lonzinski again out of the shotgun, and again movement up front. And again, I believe we're going to get a 5-yard penalty on the Patriots.
Simply put, not a real good penalty. You have to watch the ball.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the Forge Eatery, 11th and Mulberry Streets in Berwick. They're offering food before, during, and after the game. Stop in and check out their new outdoor pavilion, the Forge Eatery, 11th and Mulberry Streets in Berwick. 1st and 5 Bulldogs after the penalty. This will be Knorr, straight up the middle. And he got hit immediately. Looks like he'll get a gain of 1 yard.
I think Carrot again was in along with Menendez to make that tackle. Pittston area defensively tough inside those tackles. Berwick has been able to get to the outside and make a little yardage.
So we'll call it 2nd and 4 from the 21. This is Wilk. Cuts it back. He's inside the 20, and a host of white jerseys bring him down. It's going to depend on the spot. Let's see what Earl Harris calls here as he comes up and checks the sticks.
Dre Wilk here does a great job getting up the field. Right here, it looks like he's going to go lateral, but he turns with a good step. He's going to be about 1 yard, not even 1 yard short, Marty. 3rd down.
3rd, we'll call it officially 1, but it's more as inches. Or if you'd like to say a very short one, Coach.
Very short one.
6:45 and counting left in a scoreless first quarter. Opening possession of the ball game as this is Knorr. He's got the first down and more. Knorr will be still on his feet actually and then pushed out of bounds. At about the 5, good for a Sacco chiropractic first down.
Bulldog offense hurting the Patriots right now on the corner. Here you see it. Great blocking on the corner. Excellent job by the Berwick offensive line. I believe that was Snyder that pulled and then was up the field blocking, but excellent job by that offensive line. Nora bounces it outside. We have seen him do that.
With first and goal, the Bulldogs in the Grand Central red zone. It's a toss to Nor. He cuts it back into the middle. He gallops into the end zone for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria. Berwick touchdown.
So the 4th down gamble at midfield pays off. The Bulldogs hit pay dirt. Nor that time they had quick movement outside by the front of the defense. Back of the defense didn't get there. Nor turns it up for the touchdown.
Brendan Hinkle to attempt the point after. Kick is up and good. 6:28 left in the opening quarter. Berwick takes the opening possession and leads 7-0.
Your health has never been more important. That's why Lehigh Valley Health Network is making it easier than ever to take control with MyLVHN, your digital health partner. MyLVHN allows you to schedule appointments right from the palm of your hand, message your doctor questions, and even see an LVHN provider from the comfort of your home through video visits. With MyLVHN, you have on-demand access to your health anytime, anywhere. To learn more or to sign up, visit lvhn.org/mylvhn.
You know, Blaze Alexander, we understand that individuals win trophies, but teams win championships. From sales
to service.
From maintenance
to major service.
From Mazda to Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram to Buick GMC. Good credit or bad, we got your back. So like I said, it takes a team. If you're in the market for a car, stop to the Great Alexander team at Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazelton, and we're taking the deals. The other guys won't.
The Bulldogs take the opening possession of the game, go 55 yards after the onside kick on the opening kickoff to lead 7-0. Hinkle on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. And it is a deep kick that goes back to the 1. Barberi gets hit in the open field and dropped by Tristan English. Patriots will start inside their 20.
Tristan English, we've talked about him quite a bit when we've done Berwick games. There you see the hit right there. Tristan English, great job on kickoff cover. Marty Knorr turned it up left side, 4-yard run. Hinkle with the kick. 10 plays, 55 yards, big 4th and 1 converted. Knorr, 6 carries, 20 yards. Sheptok, 1 carry, 13 yards, a big end around.
So officially they mark the ball at the Patriots 17. Where DeLuca will come out at quarterback. Pumps. Now he's going down the sideline and out of the reach of everybody. Incomplete. Closest to it was the Bulldogs' Rowan Slabinski.
Berwick secondary doing a nice job not biting on the pump fake and dropping. I think for that play to be successful, you have to hit the short out a little bit, Marty, to get that cornerback coming up, and then you try to burn him. But DeLuca came out right from the get-go. So we're looking at a 2nd and 10.
This is going to be a toss to a bar.
Pitch toss to number 6, Harry Puglisi.
It was Harry Puglisi, excuse me, that had the carry.
Pittston came out and then went to an unbalanced. They ran the toss to the unbalanced side. Puglisi tried to get back, turn it back inside, but the backside of that Berwick defense got there, forcing a 3rd and about 6. Doing the same thing. They're going to go unbalanced again, Marty.
DeLuca rolls, throws, and incomplete. And Joe, we see that so often, the old look ahead before you have the ball.
Yeah, I think you're right, Marty. It went right through his hands. Dropped it, so forces a 4th down, and Pittston goes to punt formation. Good throw. Had it set up. Had the 1st down, but just tried to, I think, take it up the field before he had possession of the ball.
Kevin Lockett getting ready for a BLB Auto Sales punt. Boone and Wilk back deep for the Bulldogs. Lockett gets it off. Low line drive kick taken by Wilk at midfield. He's down the sideline. Wilk cuts it back and he's brought down inside the 30. Great return to set up the Bulldogs on their 2nd possession, leading 7-0 with 5:14 remaining here in the opening quarter.
Not the kind of kick you want to try to cover if you're on the punt cover team. That was a straight arrow, and Wilk returned it about 25 yards or close to that. Bulldogs set up shop offensively at their 27-yard line. I'm sorry, at Pittston's 27. There you see the end of it on the S.J. Kowalski replay. Wilk with a little spin move to pick up a few more yards.
So a short field for the Bulldogs, leading 7-0. I hate to say in the opening quarter, the big possession here defensively for the Patriots.
Well, we talked about the Bulldogs needing to get out the gate in a positive manner.
Lonzinski to the end zone. Tipped around and caught for a touchdown. Wilk, a 2 Italian guys, pizzeria juggling, touchdown reception.
I'll tell you, I'm impressed with the catch, but I'm more impressed with something I haven't seen Lonzinski do. Here, watch, he's going to put some arc on that ball and drop it right in there. Double coverage. Wilk with a great catch. Bulldogs on the board again.
Wilk big on that possession, the punt return and then touchdown reception. Hinkle to try to make this 14-0, and he is wide right. So with 5:06 left in the opening quarter, it's 13-0 Bulldogs.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Not in New York City.
And we're not in Baltimore.
Or Washington, D.C.
We're in the Pocono Mountains,
where all the great nightlife and dining come together.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Bulldogs lead at 13-0. Hinkle on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. Barberi and Pugliese back deep. Off of Puglise's hands, he'll pick it up at the 8. Gets away from one tackler, and he'll be forced out of bounds by Joshua Kishbaugh out across the 20-yard line.
Marty, Dre Wilk big on the last possession, 27-yard pass from Lonzinski. Good catch, very nice throw. Hinkle missed the PAT, one play, 27 yards. It was all set up by Dre Wilk's 24-yard punt return.
Ball will be officially marked at the 25 of Pittston area.
The Patriots need to get something, a continuous series here, Marty, with a first down or two. Can't continue to, and as I say that,
and it's going to be covered by Berwick, Alex Hacker.
As I said that, bad snap, over DeLuca's head.
Snap over the center, fumbled and recovered by the Bulldogs, Alex Hacker.
Hacker with and here you see it on the S.J. Kowalski replay. Good hustle by Hacker up the field quickly and on the ball. A score here by the Bulldogs would really put the Patriots up against it, Marty.
So the ball will be marked at the 11. The Bulldogs will start the possession in the Grand Central red zone. 1st and 10, they can get a first down without scoring.
Two tight ends, wide receiver, Marty, odd formation. We have a flag inside. They ran the power play left side, but that was called by the umpire. We may have a hold in the interior.
Did you see the arc on that flag throw by the umpire as well?
He has a lot of experience doing that, Mr. Galecki.
Joe, we have a out-of-town score from Harmon Geist Stadium. Matt Bookman, a touchdown run from 26 yards out. Cougars get a 2-point conversion. They lead it in the opening quarter 8-0 in their regular season home finale. Hoping to get at least one home playoff game with some victories in this last 3 games of the regular season after that impressive victory last week against Scranton.
They've been playing well. Marty, big penalty against the Bulldogs. 15 yards. We're looking at a first 25. A first down will put them at the 1-yard line.
And this will be Boone. Boone will go out of bounds. Looks like the 21-yard line, bringing up a 2nd and 20.
Picked up a couple there, Marty.
You need new sneaks? So shop small. Harry's Sporting Goods, serving the local community's sporting good needs since 1891 from 112 West Front Street in Berwick. Their number 570-752-5212. Once again, that number 570-752-5212. Harry's Sporting Goods, West Front Street in Berwick.
Have to run sideline and the sideline too far. Couldn't get a turn up on that play.
Lonzinski slings it out to Boone, trying to find room, and he is tackled in the open field nicely. Coming up was Pugliese to make the play. Very nicely done by Harry Pugliese.
Great secondary support. They tried to run that little bit of a screen pass. Pass needed to be a little higher, and there you see Pugliese with a great tackle, forcing a 3rd down and long.
Loss of 6 on the play. So after starting at the 11, the Bulldogs find themselves all the way back to the Patriot 27. 3rd down and 26. Clock approaching 3.5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership Hazleton scoreboard. Wilk to the top of your screen, Boone and Sheptock to the bottom. Lonzinski looking for Wilk, rolling, throws, looking for Kishbaugh, it's picked off! And Kishbaugh knocking the defender out of bounds.
Lonzinski being chased out of the pocket, went to his right, tried to make a throw. The problem being right here, you see it on the S.J. Kowalski, threw it into about 4 or 5 people. Pugliese with the interception.
And credit Zach Carrot for coming through with pressure, forcing Lonzinski to roll right.
Carrot up the field right now. Nobody even touched him. Obviously needs to be looked at on the Berwick sideline if they're going to bring the back, or somebody has to be responsible.
So officially they mark Pugliese out at the 23. So the Patriots make a stand after the turnover. Trail 13-0.
Right side carry, number 62, Daisy.
Ran that play, looked like it was going just off tackle, turned it back inside, picked up a couple. Second down and about 7. Kishbaugh was up the field very quickly. Then several of his teammates got there to make the tackle.
And a second down carry has Hacker make the play at the line of scrimmage.
Pugliese on the carry. Short gain, stopped by number 15.
I don't believe that's Pugliese. I believe that's David Sudo.
Alex Hacker.
A junior wearing number 34, 6 foot, 230 pounds.
Marty set up another tough situation for the Patriots. 3rd and about 7. They're going to come out with trips to the right.
DeLuca rolls right, throws out of the reach. He was looking for Lockett. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Intended for Kevin Lockett.
Lockett had the first down yardage, but DeLuca with the throw was a little high. So the Bulldog defense comes up big after the interception.
So Lockett getting ready for the BLB Auto Sales punt. Wilk again back deep with Boone. High kick that forces Wilk to call for the fair catch. Looks like they'll officially mark it at the 42 of Berwick. That's where the Bulldogs will start. Minute 46 left in the opening quarter. They lead 13-0. While we have a moment, I'd like to thank the Third Base Luncheonette in Hazleton for supplying our crew meal tonight, as they have all season long and for so many seasons here on WYLN Sports. Third Base Luncheonette located just off of 9th Street in Hazleton. Many thanks to the Third Base Luncheonette.
Tell you, great punt by Lockett there, Marty. I thought the Bulldogs might end up with field position on the other side of the 50, but that kick was, that punt was high in the air. Wilk had no chance to return it.
And a first down run by Knorr. Picks up about 4 to the 46.
Dive play off the left side, Marty, and Knorr, as you said, picks up decent yardage for a first down play.
Another update from Hazleton. Javon Goodwin, a touchdown reception for the Wolfpack of Ciro Cinti. Early in the second quarter, Cougars lead down to 8-7. Here it's 13-0 Berwick, approaching a minute remaining on the kickoff of homecoming weekend for Berwick High School for 2021. The Bulldog football team getting off to a good start as Knorr, looking for running room, gets out to about the 49, for a gain of 3. It's going to leave the Bulldogs with about a 3rd and 3 as we're under a minute remaining in this opening quarter. And Joe, I think for the first time this year we've come to a facility where the play clock is in action.
I know that the director of building and grounds, Benny Culver, and Coach Bo Orlando, who is also the AD, have been working on that, and it looks like they've accomplished their task.
So plenty of time for Lonzinski as he looks straight ahead under the scoreboard at the play clock. And into open field. This is Dre Wilk. I was thinking back to Tegan Wilk. Dre Wilk, a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria touchdown.
I'll tell you why he did it, Marty, because he made the quick cut up the field. The backside of the defense never got there. I don't know if we're going to get a chance to see that on the S.J. Kowalski replay, but Dre Wilk, you're going to see it right here. He takes 1, 2, 3, and now up the field, and you see all of the people at the front trying to cut off the outside. Dre Wilk right up the off tackle spot, really, and the backside of the defense never got there. Bulldogs down. We'll look at a 2-point conversion. They had 13 with the missed kick, so they're going for the 2 here to even it up.
And it'll be Knorr to the end zone, in for the 2-point conversion. We'll keep it here with 10.5 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Bulldogs, great start, leading 21-0 through almost a full quarter here at Crispin Field.
Talked to Coach DeFrancesca yesterday, and that's one of the first things he said to me. We need to get off to a good start, and obviously they've done that.
And we talked about Hazleton area. We want to remind you, starting Wednesday at 7 here on WYLN, it's Sports Talk with Hazleton area head coach Dennis Bookman, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. Coach Bookman will go over tonight's game against Wilkes-Barre area, look ahead to a road trip at Wyoming Valley West, and a special guest from the Cougar football team. That's Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football with Coach Bookman, starting Wednesday at 7 here on WYLN. Hinkle on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. On one hop, Barberi takes it at the 5. This is Lockett. And he is going to be tripped up at about the 15-yard line. And as he had that heads-up play to start the game, Joe, the special teams tackle by Rocco Romeo.
Marty, before we get to the halftime, Wilk with that 51-yard run. Nora run off the right side for PAT. 3 plays, 51 yards, as we are 4 seconds from half with the Bulldogs up by 21. I'm sorry. I'm in a hurry to get to halftime. It's the first quarter.
And it'll be the first man through. And that may be Sudo again. But we're through a quarter. Great start for Berwick on homecoming weekend. They lead it 21-0. You're watching live high school football on WYLN.
Start the day off right with a trip to Georgie's Bagels, 110 West Front Street in Berwick, where a variety of New York-style bagels and plenty of options for breakfast or lunch await you. 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. daily. You can also call 570-752-0663 to order by phone. Or visit georgiebagels.com to order online ahead of time so it's ready when you are for a quick pickup. Georgie's. Our bagels will knock you out.
First Keystone Community Bank is here for you. You can bank online anywhere with our mobile app, pay bills, and make remote deposits. Personal banking safely done. We are here for you with 18 convenient locations. We are First Keystone Community Bank.
We welcome you back. Start of the second quarter. Bulldogs in front, 21-0.
Marty, first quarter, Berwick 102 yards rushing, 25 passing, 127 total. Pittston area really struggling. They have -5 yards rushing, no yards passing for a minus in the total yardage.
They're going to have a second down and 9 from their own 17. And the white going right to left, and whistles stop the play. Before we get started here, guessing we'll have to put those 2 seconds back on the clock. And it was a Pittston area timeout. They trailed 21-0.
Pittston calls a timeout there first in the first half.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
And after the Pittston area timeout, they do put the 2 seconds back on the clock. So we are at 12 minutes remaining here, start of the second quarter. The Patriots will have 2 timeouts remaining in this opening half as DeLuca rolls right. Throws and incomplete. He was looking for Gino Trabosky.
Looking in the flat, great coverage by Kishbaugh from that linebacker position. Just can't seem to find any rhythm at this point, Marty. I'm talking about the Pittston offense.
OIP's the original Italian pizza and family restaurant, 2010 West Front Street in Berwick. Call 570-752-6070 for your curbside pickup from OIP's. Third down and 9 for the Patriots. Trabosky in motion to the top of your screen. DeLuca goes to Lockett on the slant, and Lockett bounces off a couple of tackles. He's in open field. Down the sideline into Berwick territory. Lockett cuts it back, still on his feet, brought down inside the 15 for a Sacco chiropractic. Patriot first down.
They had motion away, and they ran that quick slant. Lockett does a great job with the catch and then the run, picking up big yardage down to the Berwick 12-yard line.
Jim Burns tells us exactly a 70-yard pass play from DeLuca to Lockett. And Lockett did a great job after taking that initial hit. We'll get a look at it on the S.J. Kowalski replay.
We're going to see this pass right here. It's probably a 5 or 7 yard pass, and there you see Lockett turn it into a huge play offensively, something that the Patriots needed as they... Now the Bulldogs jumping off side, a little too anxious to get up the field.
Earl Harris on the call, making it 1st and 5. The Patriots in the Grand Central red zone, and I'll say it for you, Coach. Watch the ball.
Yeah, tough. I know you want to get up the field, but if you get up the field before the ball snapped, it's a penalty.
Ball marked at the 8, 1st and 5. Pseudo straight up the middle. He's still on his feet, and finally he'll be dragged back by Andrew Blockus.
Blockus with a great job on the hit and the tackle. Here you see it right here. Pseudo tries to get to the outside. Blockus will have none of it. So it's second down. And I just heard our statistician say 2nd and 2.
Can get a first down at the 3 without scoring. This drive sparked by a 70-yard pass play from DeLuca to Lockett. 2nd and 2 from the 5. Trubosky in motion at the top of your screen.
Going back to that play, Marty.
And ruled incomplete as Lockett could not corral it, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
They ran that same thing, Marty, for the long gainer. Here you see it, the motion, and then he tries to hit Lockett on that little bit of a slant pass. Tough to defend. Slabinski trying to get in there. So we'll have a 3rd down and about 2.
DeLuca this time will go out of the gun. And actually this is Hoban, and the Berwick defense not full, bring him down for a huge loss of about 6. And now a late flag has been thrown. So we'll see how the flag affects this play.
There you see Hoban. I think they were looking at trying to get Hoban to get to the sideline. Never happened, but the flag thrown. Let's see what the official...
Loss of 9 on the play, but the penalty flag being discussed.
Frank Alicki, carer of the football. Looks like he's going to mark it down at the 8 of Berwick. Personal foul against the Bulldog defense. Now, I thought I saw Earl Harris say 1st down, but
he's signaling.
I think he was giving the number to the Berwick sideline of the player, but the sticks are still up and it's showing 4th down and 4 from the 7.
The penalty was a dead ball.
DeLuca is back at quarterback, looking left. Across the middle, he went to his big tight end, shoveling for a 2 Italian guys. Pizzeria touchdown, but there is a flag down on the near sideline.
Tight end is a...
Joe, he's a monster. Adam Shovelin, a sophomore, 6'6", 243 pounds.
Talking about a man downfield on that throw.
After a discussion with the officials, we'll get the call. And ineligible man downfield against the offense brings it back to the 12, making it 4th down and 9.
Good play call, Marty. Shovelin was a big target, obviously. Made the catch in the end zone, but they had a lineman downfield. Now we have a 4th and 9.
DeLuca to the end zone and incomplete. Boone on the coverage.
Pass into the corner of the end zone is high and incomplete.
Believe he was looking for Barberi.
Looked like he had a little room to run, Marty. Decided to make the throw. Incomplete. The Bulldog defense coming up big again. We've seen them in a couple of games this year, Marty. Defensively, the Bulldogs have played well for the most part.
So the defense will hold on downs and they'll start from their own 12. Second quarter action with 9 minutes left in the second in the back mountain. The Mountaineers of Dallas leading Crestwood 13-0. Here are the Bulldogs leading Pittston area 21-0. 9:29 remaining in the opening half.
12-yard line.
And this will be Knorr finding speed up the middle. Knorr into open field. There is a flag down back at the 17. For now, it's a Two Italian Guys Pizzeria touchdown for Knorr, but a flag down back at the Berwick 17, and I think Earl Harris is bringing them back.
Earl Harris bringing it back. Called that hold. Here you see Knorr gets a decent block in there, takes it, finally gets to the second level, takes off, but Earl Harris has the call.
Penalty flag, lying at the 17-yard line.
That last replay brought to you by S.J. Kowalski. So I'm guessing it'll be a spot foul from the 17. Take it back to the 7, making it 1st and 15.
First down for the Bulldogs. Benny Knorr with a great run. All for naught.
Half the distance takes it to the 8, so I apologize, instead of 1st and 15, 1st and 14. I'll get the rules of this game down at some point, Coach. Wilk in motion to the top of your screen.
Ran the play to the right side away from the motion, Marty.
And that was Sheptalk on the carry.
Picked up a couple.
Out to about the 14-yard line, leaving the Bulldogs 2nd and 8. As he gained 6 on the play.
Offensively, Berwick can take their time. Don't really need to rush anything. They're up 3 scores. Now we have flags again. I think that's, again, neutral zone.
Actually, I think they called it on the offense.
You got it, Marty. Don't know where that came from, whether it was an outside receiver or an interior lineman, but brings it back 5, makes it 2nd and about 13. And Bulldogs now getting bogged down a little bit. Can't allow themselves to do that. I mean, as you enter the last half of the season, Marty, you might be looking at some good things happening, maybe playoffs. You have to keep an edge.
So as Joe mentioned, with 8 minutes and counting left on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership Hazleton second quarter scoreboard, 2nd and 13 from the 9. That was Wilk in motion, this time to the bottom of your screen. Lonzinski, play action, under pressure, he's sacked. Making the sack was Alex Hoban.
Hoban with a great job coming up and making the tackle. S.J. Kowalski replay. See it here with the fake, but nobody on the corner. Berwick was trying to run verticals up the field. Good coverage by the Patriots. So now the Bulldogs looking at 3rd and very long.
And you got a great look from that S.J. Kowalski replay. Joe Hoban had just a free run to Lonzinski.
Yeah, nobody really, and he didn't go after the play fake. Hoban stayed on the outside, and once Lonzinski came up, Hoban was right on him.
3rd and 17 from the 5 gets just back to the line of scrimmage for Sheptalk. So punting out of his own end zone for the first time tonight will be the Bulldogs, and it'll be Ben Knorr coming out for the BLB Auto Sales punt.
Patriots could come away with decent field position as Knorr will go deep into his end zone to make this punt.
And Barberi and Puglisi back deep for the Patriots. And Knorr gets it off without any pressure. A short kick that's going to take a short Berwick bounce, but be down just inside the Bulldog 35. That's where the Patriots will start. 1st and 10. Local buyers and sellers know that the right agent makes all the difference in the world, so call Susie Wiegand at Realty World, Massachusetts. The number 570-854-0574. We should remind everybody to stay tuned at the half. Jim Burns will give us his halftime stats. And mentioned Berwick homecoming weekend. We'll have those festivities as they happen from here at Crispin Field coming up at the half. But Pittston area has 6:08 left on the game clock, Joe. They want to get on the board before halftime.
Great opportunity here.
And out of bounds was Barberi as DeLuca's pass went over his head and forced him out of bounds, bringing up 2nd and 10.
Great position between the cornerback, and the safety, but DeLuca got the ball over Barberi's head. So incomplete. We're looking at 2nd down. Ball on Berwick's 35.
2nd and 10 from the 35.
You give it to Puglisi, and I believe that was Sheptalk, the first one to hit him after a yard gain.
Nothing there off the right side, forcing a 3rd down. One of the good things here for the Patriots, you're on 4-down territory. I mean, you're down by 3 scores, so I think you have to have that frame of mind. You want to try to get that ball in the end zone.
Plenty of time, 5.5 minutes and counting left here in the opening half. On the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership Hazleton scoreboard, 21-0 Berwick in front. Pittston area faced with a 3rd and 9 from the 34 of Berwick. DeLuca being pressured as he rolls left. 4 blue shirts on him, and Kishbaugh and Blockus bring him down. Kishbaugh came up with the football, but they ruled DeLuca down all the way back to the 44.
Great pursuit by the Berwick defense. I think one of the things, S.J. Kowalski replay, there you had Blockus up the field right now. There you see Kishbaugh. So, forces a 4th and long, and something we talked about maybe a 4-down territory, but after that loss, it is not 4-down territory, and Patriots will punt it away.
High snap on the BLB Auto Sales punt that Lockett gets off. Wilk has at the 11. He's across the 20. And he's going to be hauled down by Puglisi. And I believe also down on coverage, Drew Menendez. No, excuse me, I apologize. That was Adam Laser.
I'll tell you what, Puglisi and Laser with great punt coverage. The Bulldogs will start their offense just outside their 20. Lockett has punted the ball well for Pittston area, Marty.
.4:27 left in the opening half. Berwick all 3 timeouts. You see they lead 21-0 on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership Hazleton scoreboard. Lonzinski will go out of the gun on 1st and 10. And he's going to hand it off to Knorr. And Knorr will be hauled down by Puglisi, but not before he picks up a Sacco chiropractic 1st down after a gain of about 18.
We talked about Knorr's running style before. If you watch this on the S.J. Kowalski, he's like slow early, looking for some place to go, and finally finds it. A little bit of a hole to the left side, and he's all of a sudden at that 2nd level and picking up good yardage.
A field goal before halftime has the Wolfpack in front of Hazleton area 10-8. Dallas now leading Crestwood 20-0. And that pass low for Boone as he tried to slide down and catch it as it rolls incomplete.
As much as I talked about Lonzinski's throw on the Wilk touchdown over in the corner, that one was much too hard and in the dirt. Tough to take that out. They were trying to run a little bit of a quick screen here to the wideout. Didn't go, so we'll have a 2nd and 10.
And this will be Sheptalk. Sheptalk gets across the 40, across the 45 to the 46. Looks like they'll give him a gain of 7 on the play, making it 3rd and 3.
Sheptalk with good speed is able to get, if he gets to the corner and turns it up, it's tough to get to. Clock running, Marty, 3:25 until halftime. Bulldogs up by 3 scores. See if they can convert this 3rd down.
Joe, so far it's been the Dre Wilk half. He had a nice punt return in special teams and a touchdown receiving and a touchdown rushing to help Berwick to this 21-0 lead. Currently he's on the sideline as trying to bounce it to the outside is Sheptalk. They're going to give him forward progress. Let's see what Earl Harris decides here.
It looks like 1st down, and we're pretty much sitting right on the 50, Marty, as Earl Harris will take a look at this. Now with the ball placement, now it's going to be 4th down.
So once again, we'll say 4th and 1, but inches, Joe, or a short one, whichever you prefer.
It is a short one. We've seen Lonzinski on the quarterback sneak. Let's see if
Taylor in the game to block, English in as well, and Lonzinski getting a nice push from behind from English, and he had a good forward push to begin with. Picks up the Sacco Chiropractic 1st down at the Patriot 49. Clock stops at 2:03, and now it's running. Bulldogs 3 timeouts remaining, leading by 21, and they have a 1st and 10 at the Patriot 49.
Good push by the offensive line. Anytime you pick up more than just the 1st down yardage, which Berwick did there, they picked up about 3 yards, at least 2. So the Bulldogs will start their 1st down in Patriot territory.
This is Knorr on 1st down. Has a 1st down and more as he's inside the 40 for another Sacco Chiropractic 1st down.
Benny Knorr turning up some big numbers tonight as he gets it into the secondary again and picks up the 1st down. Clock running at 1:16.
And they'll go to Knorr again. This time the Patriots stand him up after a short gain. And we're going to have a whistle from the sideline. Timeout Berwick leading 21-0.
Benny Knorr was slowed.
Your health has never been more important. That's why Lehigh Valley Health Network is making it easier than ever to take control with MyLVHN, your digital health partner. MyLVHN allows you to schedule appointments right from the palm of your hand, message your doctor questions, and even see an LVHN provider from the comfort of your home through video visits. With MyLVHN, you have on-demand access to your health anytime, anywhere. To learn more or to sign up, visit lvhn.org/mylvhn.
Two Italian Guys Pizzeria. 3 West Diamond Avenue in Hazleton has all your favorites, from pizza, hoagies, salads, entrees, wings, and sides. Always made with the freshest ingredients. Call them at 570-459-2783.
And it looks like they officially called a Berwick timeout with 1:04 remaining. Ben Knorr was injured after a big hit from Adam Shovelin.
Shovelin was in position to make a great hit, and he did.
And Joe, you asked about Knorr. 12 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown here in the opening half. Sheptok replaces him. Lonzinski, though, is going to pass. And just through the hands, I believe that was Kishbaugh, incomplete, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 8. Coming up at the half, Jim Burns will give us halftime stats and mention it being homecoming weekend. We'll have the homecoming festivities as they happen here at Crispin Field for homecoming weekend 2021 at Berwick High School. All coming up in exactly 1 minute of game action. The clock is stopped. Final minute of play in the opening half.
Tight slot right, wide slot left as Lozinski drops.
Being pressured, he gets it off. Looking for Slabinski. And in and out of his hands, incomplete.
Now, Lonzinski again with a decent throw. We see it on the S.J. Kowalski. A little bit of pressure from the backside. But Lonzinski makes that throw. Slabinski looked like he had a chance to make the catch. Didn't happen.
On the coverage was senior David Gurman for Pittston area. Not sure if he got a hand on it, but I think he at least distracted Slabinski by getting his hand up in his face. So we're going to have 4th down. And Berwick will take a timeout. We'll keep it here. They'll have 1 remaining, 52.6 seconds remain in the half. There was some confusion on that Berwick sideline and out on the field as far as what they were going to do.
Well, I think you have to make a decision where you want to punt it away, either try to stick it down close, or you're going to end it up with the ball at the 20, Pittston area will, or do you go for it here and then play defense with 52.6 seconds left in the second quarter? So we're just about to half.
As we mentioned, coming up at the half, Jim Burns will quickly compile the halftime stats. And we will have the Berwick High School homecoming festivities coming up here from Crispin Field. And it looks like we're going to try a BLB Auto Sales punt. But with Knorr being out, it looks like Blockus is going to go back and punt it away for the Bulldogs. Gets off a nice kick. It's going to be taken at the 10. As Pugliese gets out across the 30, a nice return for Harry Pugliese, and the Patriots will have it at their own 32, 41.3 seconds remaining, and 2 timeouts.
Great return by Pugliese. Not such a good coverage by the Berwick punt cover team. So Pittston with not a lot of time.
So DeLuca will go out of the gun. 3 receivers set. And they're going to sling it out to Trubosky, who was in motion. What a great play by Spencer Kishbaugh. And they're going to say he was down. I thought maybe they were going to rule that Kishbaugh forced the fumble and recovered it.
S.J. Kowalski replay. Watch Kishbaugh on this play. They try to get the receiver on the cornerback. I tell you what, Kishbaugh, the ball came loose when he hit the ground, but Kishbaugh very quickly there. He has impressed me defensively every time we've seen the Bulldogs.
And I think his most impressive thing, he's listed at 6'3", 195-pound junior, but it's the tremendous speed he has, Joe.
He has great speed, and he gets to, not just forward speed, but he moves to the football very quickly as we go to half.
We go to half. Mike Sosar is getting Coach DiFrancesco for a halftime interview. See where we go. Let's head down to the sideline of Mike Sosar.
Right down with Coach DiFrancesco. Coach, Pittston offense, 6 possessions in that first half. No points.
No points. Well, that's good. We were talking in the locker room about every game this year. We haven't gotten out to a good start. So we get out to a good start. But our defense has been playing swarming defense the last couple games, and they were on top of it tonight.
Coach, we talk about tempo all the time and control whenever we talk pregame. We have our little chit-chats. First possession, score. Second possession, is score. Fourth possession, scores. 3-score lead.
Absolutely. That's just what we couldn't have drawn it up any better. But I think we left a couple on the board there. We have to take advantage of some of the breaks. But we'll just stay focused and look forward to a real good second half.
Coach, best of luck in the second half. Thanks again. Back upstairs, guys.
Thank you, Mike. And Coach DiFrancesco makes my partner sound like a genius, mentioning getting off to a good start. Bulldogs certainly did. They lead it here at the half, 21-0. We'll hear from the Berwick High School Marching Band and have homecoming festivities and much more. From Crispin Field in Berwick, you're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network. Hazelton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner game of the week on WYLN.
You know, Blaze Alexander, we understand that individuals win trophies, but teams win championships. From sales
to service.
From maintenance
to major service.
From Mazda to Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram to Buick GMC. Good credit or bad, we got your back. So like I said, it takes a team. If you're in the market for a car, stop to the Great Alexander team at Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazelton, and we're taking the deals. The other guys won't.
Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field in Berwick. Homecoming weekend 2021 at Berwick High School. And the Bulldogs, as Coach DiFrancesco just said to Mike Sosar, haven't done it a lot this year, but they got off to a great start in that opening half, leading the Patriots of Pittston area 21-0, and one of the big sparks, Dre Wilk for the Bulldogs. Big punt return that helped set up the second touchdown that he just happened to get on a pass reception from Matt Lonzinski, and then he accounted for the third touchdown on the ground, and the Bulldogs lead it 21-0. And we look like we're going to be getting set for the Berwick homecoming festivities. And let's get the introduction of the 2021 Berwick homecoming court as we look like we're just about set. Let's head it over to the PA announcer.
And welcome to this year's homecoming festivities. We would like to ask you to direct your attention to the 45-yard line where our marching band and student council members will be welcoming our 2021 homecoming court. This year's homecoming ceremony, Night in Green, will be narrated by singers Kate Lindsay, daughter of John and Susan Lindsay, and Sabrina Preston, daughter of Paul and Karen Preston. This year's bearers of gifts will be Lucy Dossier, daughter of Robbie and Sarah Dossier, Ken Marshman, son of Grant and Aaron Marshman, and Mandy Smith, daughter of Mike and Mandy Smith. We will now introduce this year's homecoming court. Presenting Princess Isabella Ambrosino, escorted by Prince Jackson James Dossier. Princess Isabella is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Vincenzo and Maria Ambrosino. Prince Jackson is the son of Mr. and Mrs. daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Keith and Michelle Simone. John is the son of Dr. John and Tracy Guerrero. Prince Andrew is the son of Mr. Chris Blockus and Mrs. Jamie Boone.
What's that?
Presenting Princess Serena Francesca DeFinis, escorted by Prince Miles John Dahl. Princess Serena is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. David and Amy DeFinis. Prince Miles is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Ruddle Dahl.
Her name's Princess. Yes, Princess Serena.
Presenting Princess Layton Devon Force, escorted by Ethan DePippa, standing in for Prince Braden Shea Boone. Princess Layton is the daughter of Mr. David and Dr. Christina Force. Ethan is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Chris and Bernadette DePippa. Prince Braden is the son of Mr. Brian Boone and Ms. Connie Boone. Presenting Princess Megan Elizabeth Gollum, escorted by Prince Justin Michael Walker. Princess Megan is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Sean and Colleen Gullum. Prince Justin is the son of Mr. Jeffrey and Mrs. Colleen Walker. Presenting Princess Allie Marie Melcury, escorted by Alex Peters, standing in for Prince Brendan Riley Hinkle. Princess Allie is the daughter of Mr. Tom Melcury and Ms. Denise Melcury. Alex is the son of Gabriel and Teresa Peters. Prince Brendan is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Tim and Cheyenne Hinkle and Miss Catherine Hinkle. Presenting Princess Piper Ray Mensinger, escorted by Prince Graham Edward Marshman. Princess Piper is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Matthew and Amber Mensinger. Prince Graham is the son of Mr. and Mrs. Kenneth and Jennifer Marshman. Can we please have a round of applause for the 2021 Homecoming Court? Please join us for the 2021 Homecoming Crowning Ceremony on November 12th at 7 p.m. in the Senior High School Auditorium. Thank you.
Congratulations to everybody in the Berwick Homecoming Court for 2021. And as you heard, the King and Queen will be crowned Saturday, November 12th at Berwick High School. We are at the half. Gonna look at Jim Burns' halftime stats and other halftime festivities as the Bulldogs lead it 21-0 on homecoming weekend.
Your health has never been more important. That's why Lehigh Valley Health Network is making it easier than ever to take control with MyLVHN, your digital health partner. MyLVHN allows you to schedule appointments right from the palm of your hand, message your doctor questions, and even see an LVHN provider from the comfort of your home through video visits. With MyLVHN, you have on-demand access to your health anytime, anywhere. To learn more or to sign up, visit lvhn.org/mylvhn.
BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95.
Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
The Wire Guys, 1338 North Church Street, Hazel Township, 570-459-3345, and visit us at homewireguys.com.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton, has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. Game of the week here on WILN. Bulldogs on homecoming weekend, leading the Patriots of Pittston area by a score of 21-0. And we are moments away from getting a look at Jim Burns' halftime stats, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton. Now we get a look at them here. The Patriots, 1 first down, that coming on the big 70-yard completion from DeLuca to Lockett. Minus 20 on the ground, 70 in the air, 50 total yards of offense. Berwick, 8 first downs, 153 yards rushing, 25 on the air, and they came, for the most part, on the pass play for the touchdown to Will. 178 yards of total offense, a turnover apiece. Pittston has been penalized 3 times for 15 yards, and the Bulldogs 6 for 44. Has been the halftime stats, brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton, and compiled as always by our very own Jim Burns. We are moments away from getting a look at the first half highlights. And it started right off the bat. Pittston area ran an onside kick that Romeo recovered, and then Ben Knorr, 3 successive stiff arms. Looked like a mini jackhammer there, did Ben Knorr. As on that opening drive, he carries 6 times for 20 yards. And here a big 13-yard run by Bo Sheptock helped get the Bulldogs in the scoring position, where Knorr would cap off the 10-play, 55-yard drive that took 5:32 off the clock. Knorr the touchdown, Bulldogs up 7-0. Then Dre Wilk would return this punt, 23-yard. Actually, we ruled it officially 24 yards on the punt return. And right off the chute, Bulldogs went for the home run. Lonzinski, great concentration by Wilk. Little bobble in the end zone, comes down with it for the touchdown. Point after was no good, and the Bulldogs led it 13-0. Then a bad snap to DeLuca. Hacker came up with the recovery for Berwick. Lonzinski would be forced out of the pocket and have his pass intercepted by Pugliese. And Pittston area would dodge a bullet there, keeping the game at 13-0. But they would have to give the ball back to Berwick, and from 51 yards out, Dre Wilk, he had a receiving touchdown, and here he gets a rushing touchdown, 51 yards. With 10.5 seconds left in the opening quarter, it was 21-0 Bulldogs after this Ben Knorr 2-point conversion. And that's where we stand here at Crispin Field at the half. Berwick 21, Pittston area nothing. We'll be back from Crispin Field right after this.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
2020, it was certainly challenging, but now there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that light is certainly bright. Enjoy our world-renowned water parks, classic resorts, breathtaking views, fabulous food. 2021 has arrived. We are back better than ever. Let's enjoy it. Find your enjoyment waiting at PoconoMountains.com.
Two Italian Guys Pizzeria. 3 West Diamond Avenue in Hazleton has all your favorites, from pizza, hoagies, salads, entrees, wings, and sides. Always made with the freshest ingredients. Call them at 570-459-2783. Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
For one.
Back to Crispin Field in Berwick, awaiting the arrival of both teams for third quarter action. Here at Crispin Field, the kickoff of homecoming weekend 2021 for Berwick High School. And as we saw in the highlights moments ago, big opening quarter. And you had talked about it in the beginning of our broadcast, and Coach DeFrancesco mentioned it with Mike Sosar. Not a lot of great starts if you looked at this Berwick season as a whole, but you couldn't say that tonight.
No, they've done very well early. Defense has played exceptionally well, which they have, Marty. The times that we have seen this Berwick team, the defense really is quick to the ball. They play very well. They get there, they usually make good tackles. Offensively, they have struggled, but here in the first half, they come away with 3 scores, and they have a 21-0 lead. And the big thing for the second half now, you can't go to sleep here. I mean, your season's not over. The game's far from over. You have 24 minutes left, so you have to come out with a little bit of an edge.
And some individual stats given to us by Jim Burns. Start with the Patriots of Pittston area. David Sudo, 4 carries, 7 yards. Harry Pugliese, 2 carries, 6 yards. Quarterback Drew DeLuca, 2 of 9 passing, 70 yards. And his lone reception to Kevin Lockett for 70 yards. For the Bulldogs, Ben Nord, 12 carries, 64 yards and a touchdown. Dre Wilk, 2 carries, 55 yards and a touchdown. And Bo Sheptok, 5 carries, 29 yards. Matt Lenzinski passing, 3 of 7 for 25 yards, an interception, and a touchdown. Will caught that touchdown in his lone reception for 27 yards. Berwick, a big time of possession advantage. See if this pays dividends as we get later in the game. 16:01 to 7:59 of Pittston area. Bulldogs have run 30 plays to 18. Third down conversions, Pittston area 1 for 5. The Bulldogs 2 for 7. Fourth down, Pittston area 0 for 1. The Bulldogs 2 for 2, as we are moments away from the start of third quarter action from here, Crispin Field. We thank you for joining us here on WYLN. I'm Marty Burns, joined by Joe DeMelfi, Mike Sosar on the sidelines, Jim Burns on the stats, and some scoring updates, Joe, with about almost 7.5 minutes remaining in the third. The Cougars jump back in front on a familiar combination, 46-yard touchdown pass, Tyler Wolf to Connor Shamani. Point after two-point try failed, so the Cougars lead 14-10. And I know our good friend down in the production area, Ryan Osachi, very interested to know that in Philadelphia, early portion of the second period, the Flyers home opener has Vancouver and the Flyers tied at 1.
Marty, Pittston will receive, which is a plus for them. They deferred to the second half. They just have to get moving offensively by just to try to make 3 or 4 first downs in a row. They have been put into a situation where it's 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, a long yardage. They've had to try to throw the football, and they've been successful with the one throw, the big throw, but they got down inside the Bulldog territory, couldn't convert into any points.
And Joe, I thought I saw some. We're getting closer, about a month away from the holiday season where things amp up in New York City. Looked like Frank Galicki was leading the officials in the form of the Rockettes as they were trying to show who was going to be kicking and in which direction.
He can't get his legs up that high.
Earl Harris stayed on the Pittston area sideline. He decided not to participate. He left it up to his umpire. But both teams stretching out, getting ready for the start of the third quarter. And we talked about that Hazleton area score. Once again, should remind everybody that starting Wednesday at 7, it's Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football with head coach Dennis Bookman. He'll go over tonight's game against the Wolfpack of Wilkes-Barre area. A look ahead to next weekend's road matchup with Wyoming Valley West and a guest from the Cougar football program. That's Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football, starting Wednesday night at 7 here on WYLN with Hazleton area head coach Dennis Bookman.
Both teams, Marty, Pittston looking to put some points on the board. The Bulldogs looking to continue that strong defense and continue to work. There are several things that we talked about in the first half. Didn't pick up a blitzing linebacker, went offside. There are certain things that you have to, as I said before, you need to be on edge, play with that edge. Let's see if that continues for the Bulldogs as we are getting ready to kick it off to start the second half.
It'll be a Barbush Automotive kickoff to start the third from Brendan Hinkle. Back deep for the Patriots will be Puglisi, Barberi, and also Trabosky. And the third quarter underway. Barberi at the 7, straight up the middle. I believe hauling him down in special teams in the open field, James DeAndrea, the sophomore for the Bulldogs. So the Patriots will start at their 26, and the production area will need to calm down. Ryan Osachi as another update from Philadelphia has the Vancouver Canucks leading 3-1 over Philadelphia with about 9 minutes left in the second period. So we hope Ryan is staying calm down there and doing his usual great job with our outstanding production crew from Crispin Field here in Berwick. 21-0 start of the third on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership Hazleton scoreboard. And DeLuca on a run-pass option, run much better than the team in southeastern Pennsylvania that wear green. And actually that was Hoban who ran the football out to the 31 for a gain of 5.
Hoban has jumped in at quarterback several times tonight to try to help that running game. Now we have, I believe, DeLuca back at quarterback.
Looks like Hoban will remain and get the direct snap. And he'll keep it again, straight up the middle. And Hoban gets out across the 35 and has enough for a Sacco Chiropractic first down, the second of the night for the Patriots.
Come out with a different look offensively here with Hoban running that run-pass option type offense where you make the fake, either step back and throw it or give to the running back, keep it yourself if you're the quarterback. And they show some positives early third quarter.
And for the third straight play to start the third, Hoban. And again, he'll keep, but this time he is tackled from behind. I believe that was Pawakis that got him around the ankles and tripped him up.
One of the things we've seen with Blockus is he really gets good penetration on the line of scrimmage, and that's what happened there. After the fake, Hoban was ready to take it to the left side, but Blockus just grabbed his ankle, slowed him down, no gain.
Lock it down at the bottom of your screen with Slabinski. Hoban is going to look to pass. It's going to be a quarterback draw. Spins away from one. Hoban still on his feet out near midfield and should be enough for a Sacco Chiropractic first down.
Great job by Alex Hoban with the step back. Took like a look like he wanted to throw, but really was running the quarterback draw. Picks up great yardage and the first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Patriot 49. And now it looks like DeLuca checking in.
Hoban to the sideline, I think, for maybe a quick break. He didn't seem like he had anything wrong with him as DeLuca takes over.
And they'll hand it off to Pugliese, trying to bounce it to the outside. Pugliese into open field. One man to beat. Kishpa is the angle, but he won't get him. It's a two Italian guys. Pizzeria. Patriot touchdown.
Pugliese bounced it to the right side, then outside. Berwick's defense very quickly taking that tackle area, and Pugliese showed some speed to the corner all the way. Pittston's offense comes alive here in the third quarter.
Sparked by Hoban, and then the 51-yard run by Pugliese. Barbarian for the point after. Kick is up. Good. Quick start in this third quarter for the Patriots. They get on the board and trail 21-7.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim, ductless, heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
The Pittston area Patriots had 50 yards of total offense in that opening half. Pugliese just goes from 51 to get them on the board. They trail 21-7 as Lockett gets off the Barbush Automotive kickoff. That's going to be taken by Boone at the 16. Boone is going to be dropped by Lockett after a return of about 24 to the 40.
Good return by Boone. Gets the ball out to the 40-yard line. Marty Pugliese, 51-yard run, bounces it outside, shows some speed. Barberi with the kick, 5 plays, 74 yards. Hoban started that whole thing with 4 rushes for 23 yards.
Joe Hazelton area got a Kayvon Minor fumble recovery on the kickoff after taking the 14-10 lead. Set up a Matthew Bookman touchdown run. 2-point pass, Shamani to Mathias. Cougars up 22-10 with about 3:45 left in the third as they look for their 5th win of the season. And good to see Knorr back in the game, running hard out across midfield for a Sacco Chiropractic first down as Carrot was there on the tackle.
Zach Carrot, who's played a nice game defensively for Pittston, makes that tackle, but not before the Bulldog offense moved the chains. Knorr right side, nice blocking up front. They moved the ball into Patriot territory at the 49-yard line.
Bulldogs coming in with a record of 5-2 on a 3-game winning streak, leading here on homecoming weekend, 21-7 on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership Hazelton scoreboard. 1st and 10 from the Patriot 49. English now in at fullback, leading the way for Knorr. He was hit immediately in the middle, but leaned forward for a gain of about 2, and Carrot again on the tackle.
Looked like English was going to block to the corner. Knorr took it straight up the field, picked up a couple. But that Pittston defense playing tough inside.
So it'll make it 2nd and 8 from the 47. See the clock winding down here in the third as that Pittston area possession took 3:26 off the clock. We are at 7 minutes and counting left in the third on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership Hazelton scoreboard. 21-7 Bulldogs, play action. Lonzinski directs traffic, he's gonna run. Lonzinski into open field, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 30, where he picks up a Sacco Chiropractic first down.
Good decision by Lonzinski. We've seen him, he's growing as a quarterback. Looks, then he directs traffic because he has some time. He rolled to the right, and here he goes out of bounds at about the 35 of Pittston, but picks up the first down.
And Joe, only a junior for the Bulldogs. He's taken his licks this year, but it seems like he's learning from some of the things that went wrong for him as this season has progressed.
Exactly. I think he's growing as a quarterback. Still has a way to go, but improving.
Sheptok back in, gets the carry, and he is going to get tripped up and hauled down after a gain of about a yard. Hoban came up and made the tackle.
Bulldogs working on the ground game, using some clock. We're at 6:25 in the third quarter.
OIP's the original Italian pizza and family restaurant, 2010 West Front Street in Berwick. Call 570-752-6070 from your curbside pickup from OIP's the original Italian pizza and family restaurant. 2nd and 9, play action. Lonzinski looking for Wilk and overshot him, incomplete.
Wanted to run the same type of play when they caught Wilk in the opposite end zone Wilk made a great catch after a very good throw by Lonzinski. That time threw it up a little quickly.
3rd and 9.
But the other thing, though, Joe, he made sure that if Wilk doesn't get it, nobody does.
Yeah, exactly right. He put air under that ball and just overthrew Wilk. So we have a 3rd down, about 9 for the Bulldogs.
Ben Noor back in the game to Lonzinski's right. 3 receivers set to the top of your screen. Lonzinski, though, is going to look for Noor. And just overthrew him. Falls incomplete, 4th down.
A little high, Noor couldn't handle it, so we're looking at a 4th down for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 35, ball at the 29. Thank you, Mr. Burns. If you punt it away, it goes into the end zone. You got 9 yards you're going to gain. So the Bulldogs will send their offense to the line of scrimmage.
Lonzinski looks for Noor. And the Patriot defense comes up to bring him down. Leading the charge was David Gurman, and they'll hold Noor shy of the 1st down, and the Patriots will get it back on downs.
Good defense by the Patriots as they stop the Bulldogs and take over at the 27-yard line, 23-yard line. I'm getting my yard lines mixed up. Now we saw Pittston come up big here in the first offensive series in the second half. Let's see what they come up with. DeLuca under center.
5:51 left in the 3rd. They trail 21-7. And they'll go back to Pugliese. And a host of blue jerseys stop him after a short gain of about 3.
Pugliese right side, and that's where he bounced it outside during the last offensive possession for Pittston that turned into a touchdown. Picks up about 3 yards.
Update from Dallas. The Mountaineers now lead Crestwood 27-0. First man through is the fullback. And see, that was carrying the football, Drew Menendez.
Menendez, quick hitter, Marty. And he picks up a 1st down for the Patriots.
It's a Sacco Chiropractic 1st down. You need new sneaks, so shop small. Harry's Sporting Goods, serving the local community sporting good needs since 1891 from 112 West Front Street in Berwick. Their number 570-752-5212. Harry's Sporting Goods, 112 West Front Street in Berwick. And Pugliese up the middle, and he just got tripped up. Getting him low, I believe, was Kishbaugh.
Kishbaugh with the tackle, but Pugliese has really shown some running ability here in the second half. Picks up nice yardage. 2nd down for the Patriots.
After that gain of 6 by Pugliese, 2nd and 4, as Coach mentioned. Lock it to the top of your screen. Barberi at the bottom. DeLuca under center. And again, it'll be the fullback, but this time the Bulldogs not fooled. Menendez on the carry, and they're going to get a late shove against the Bulldog defense.
Not the kind of penalty you want, as the Bulldogs made the stop right at the line of scrimmage. Referee Earl Harris makes the call.
And he calls unsportsmanlike. And from the dead ball spot, it'll be a Sacco Chiropractic 1st down via penalty.
First down.
Not the kind of penalty you want. And Benny Nor raising his arms in the air as...
Now I know we're on live, but where was that? Where did Menendez get taken down? Was it the 34 or the 39? 39, okay, so it was a 15-yard penalty. I thought I saw 20 yards getting taken off. So, Coach, it's not just you, it's me. And Hoban finds no room. Snyder, Kishba, among others. Also there, Liam Carroll.
Carroll, exactly, Marty. They had 3 or 4 players up the field right now. Great penetration by that defense. Now we're looking at 3 minutes left, third quarter. Pittston looking better offensively here in the second half. Hoban gave them a spark early. Then Pugliese. Hoban at the quarterback position right now.
Hoban cannot get away from Snyder. Another loss, but a flag down on the near sideline. So we'll wait for that flag and that call.
Harrison Snyder in for the Bulldogs for the tackle for a loss.
And it's a sideline warning on Berwick.
Great job defensively.
Third down and 22.
Here you see it. Hoban trying to get to the outside.
Penalty was just a sideline warning.
Snyder doing an excellent job on that defense on the corner, forcing a long third down situation.
Was this situation in your playbook, Coach? As DeLuca rolls right, throws, and just out of the reach of Barberi, incomplete. Hacker provided the pressure for Berwick.
Tried to sprint right. Tried to find Barberi up the field, but if you're going to work on a completion there, Barberi has to finish for the first down. Didn't happen. So the Patriots, fourth down, Lockett, I believe, back to punt.
It's a BLB Auto Sales punt. Boone and Wilk await the kick from Lockett. And Lockett gets over the end over and kick. Dropped by Wilk, and he does a great job of recovering it. Falling on it on the 18, averting disaster.
Good job by Wilk getting back to it.
Fourth quarter action in Dallas. The Mountaineers now lead 34-0.
I'll tell you, well, helped on that when Wilk fumbled that was Slabinski. He had a person downfield, and he and that person collided, or else Pittston might have been in a better position to recover that fumbled punt.
Tristan English again in at fullback ahead of Knorr on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Knorr, lowering his shoulder. He'll get out near the 25 for a gain of 7. Everybody keep Ryan calm in the truck. Last minute in Philadelphia, 4-2 Canucks, second period. And Joe, we even have baseball going on. We got all kind of sports going on.
Everything's going on.
Houston leading the Red Sox 1-0 in the second inning. Here, getting to the end of the third quarter, last minute of play, 21-7 Berwick.
Running that power play again with Knorr to the right side, picked up nice yardage on it. We keep saying the first down play is important if you want to continue a drive. Second and about 3.
Nor gets tripped up, and it looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage. Menendez came up and made the nice open field tackle.
Menendez coming from that linebacker position. Watch right here on the S.J. Kowalski. Berwick pulling a lineman, but Menendez right behind that pull is able to make the tackle, forcing a third down.
And looking as we get the opportunity at the play clock, Joe, the fixed play clock here at Crispin Field, and it looks like they've decided not to. The Bulldogs don't have to run another play here in the third, as the clock will wind down to zeros through 3. Berwick 21, Pittston area 7. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner game of the week on WILN.
Your health has never been more important. That's why Lehigh Valley Health Network is making it easier than ever to take control with MyLVHN, your digital health partner. MyLVHN allows you to schedule appointments right from the palm of your hand, message your doctor questions, and even see an LVHN provider from the comfort of your home through video visits. With MyLVHN, you have on-demand access to your health anytime, anywhere. To learn more or to sign up, visit lvhn.org/mylvhn.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
The Wire Guys, 1338 North Church Street, Hazel Township, 570-459-3345, and visit us at homewireguys.com.
Start of the fourth quarter. Berwick in front, 21-7 with a big third down coming up.
Marty, third quarter, Pittston 79 yards rushing, 79 total yards of offense. Berwick 44 yards total, 38 rushing, 6 passing.
And keeping the football was Knorr, who took the direct snap.
We're looking at a fourth down, I believe.
And fourth down, the official on the near sideline, I think, wait for the clock to stop as in if indicating a first down, but the Bulldogs are short. And Lonzinski is trotting out on the field. And we've seen it twice tonight. We can hear the Pittston assistant coaches yelling quarterback sneak.
Quarterback sneak is right. They've run that before as Berwick goes quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Lonzinski spins away.
I tell you
Looked
what.
like they initially had him, and Lonzinski, a great second effort to get that first down.
Great second effort because they did make a good stop at the line of scrimmage, but didn't wrap the arms. S.J. Kowalski replay. There you see it, and there you see Lonzinski with the spin move and picks up the first down.
It's a Sacco chiropractic first down out to the 32.
If you got him low, can't do that move because needs his legs for that, but Lonzinski was able to pull it off. Berwick maintains possession.
This is Sheptalk trying to get to the outside. He's down the sideline. Bo Sheptalk, 68 yards for 2 Italian guys. Pizzeria. Berwick touchdown.
We talked about the fourth down paying off in the first half. It did again, but I'll tell you what. Bo Sheptalk showed a little speed there, Marty. S.J. Kowalski. Here you see it. Now he's going flat. But now he turns up because he has the outside angle, and he's able to stay in bounds and take it all the way. Touchdown.
7 carries, 98 yards for Sheptalk on the night, and that touchdown. And at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select the Wire Guys player of the game. Hinkle on for the point after. Hold is down, kick is up, and no good. 10:23 left in the fourth. Berwick expands their lead to 27-7.
BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Big touchdown run by Bo Sheptalk has the Bulldogs lead to 20 at 27-7. Hinkle on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. And this will be Puglisi at the 12. Across the 20. And DeAndrea will run him out of bounds near the 25.
DeAndrea with a great tackle on that kickoff cover. Marty Berwick. Bo Sheptalk gets to the corner, turns it up, shows some speed, 68 yards. Kick fail, 5 plays, 82 yards with the 4th down conversion. Big one. And Lonzinski made a play as we looked like he might be stopped, but spinned out of that line of scrimmage scrum and picked up the 2 or 3 yards for the first.
So down 20, DeLuca will go out of the gun. Gives it to Puglisi, trying to find room in the middle, and a host of blue jerseys bring him down for no gain. Local buyers and sellers know that the right agent makes all the difference in the world, so call Susie Wiegand at Realty World, Mossich and Dell, the number 570-854-0574.
Marty Snyder, Harrison Snyder again. Nice play defensively.
We mentioned the Bulldogs heading to Dallas next week. Pittston area will welcome the Crestwood Comets. DeLuca being pressured. Snyder will bring him down for a loss.
I'll tell you what, DeLuca went to make a fake, and Snyder was on him immediately. DeLuca trying to fend him off. Watch this. Boom, there's Snyder. Didn't even have a chance to make a ride on that fake man. As Harrison Snyder coming up real big, a sophomore for the Bulldogs.
Third down and 17 coming up for the Patriots. DeLuca looking to the nearest sideline and almost caught by Trabosky, and Boone may have knocked it away, getting a hand in there defensively.
Braden Boone, I think, did exactly what you said. S.J. Kowalski replay. Let's look at it. DeLuca throws it up. Right there. I think Boone had pretty good position inside and caused the incompletion. 4th down. You're going to punt it away.
It'll be a BLB Auto Sales punt from Lockett, Wilk, and Boone. Await the kick. Wilk will take it at midfield. Eludes his teammate Slabinski. Bringing it to the near sideline is Wilk. He's got blockers. Wilk cuts it back. One man to beat. He got knocked out of bounds at about the 5. But another great punt return by Wilk.
Marty, that was strange. A large part of that Pittston team seemed to be heading toward the other sideline before they realized that Wilk had the ball. Down to the 7. So a great return by Wilk. Puts the Bulldogs deep in Pittston territory. 8:17 left.
The ball will be at the 8, so the Bulldogs will start in the Grand Central red zone, 1st and goal. Knorr behind his blocker English.
I formation, Marty.
It's Knorr. It looked like he got caught from behind by Shovelin, bringing him down for a gain of 5.
Looks like he had some room to get to the end zone, but Shovelin comes up big. Really, if you watch Shovelin here, it's right there. He got his hand on him, and Knorr went down when he tried to cut it back.
So it'll be 2nd and goal. And the Bulldogs can take their time, and what an asset, and no kidding aside, to have that play clock working, that Lonzinski can just look at that.
Part of the growing process that Lonzinski needs to involve himself with as they run the dive.
They give English an opportunity, and he comes up just shy of the goal line.
They're marking it at a lot less than a yard. It looks like ball almost to the goal line.
Does he get another opportunity? Because I know coaches are so happy when they have an opportunity to get that fullback a touchdown.
And good reason. I mean, he's worked hard all game. He's blocked for the tailback primarily. Might have run the ball a couple of times, so try to get it to him so that he can score as they come out in that I formation again.
And Lonzinski will check the clock as it approaches 6:45 remaining here in the 4th. He'll snap it at 10. It's English again. Bouncing off the pile. No signal yet. He's in for a 2 Italian guys. Pizzeria touchdown.
Ran the same play. Fullback scores. Bulldogs 33. Pittston 7 as Hinkle's on to kick the extra point. Here you see the S.J. Kowalski replay. And there you see English bouncing left, then right. Tristan English for the touchdown.
Congratulations to Tristan on that touchdown run. Hinkle's on for the point after, and the kick is up and good. 6:39 remaining in the... Berwick leads it 34-7.
You know, Blaze Alexander, we understand that individuals win trophies, but teams win championships. From sales
to service.
From maintenance
to major service.
From Mazda to Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram to Buick GMC. Good credit or bad, we got your back. So like I said, it takes a team. If you're in the market for a car, stop to the Great Alexander team at Blaze Alexander, Greater Hazelton, and we're taking the deals. The other guys won't.
First Keystone Community Bank is here for you. You can bank online anywhere with our mobile app, pay bills, and make remote deposits. Personal banking safely done. We are here for you with 18 convenient locations. We are First Keystone Community Bank.
Joe, as we return to Crispin Field, I hear the Berwick band leading us in a rendition of Sweet Caroline as the Bulldogs lead it 34-7.
Played fairly well tonight. They had a little lapse at the beginning of the second half defensively, but overall, they've played well. Pittston has struggled offensively as
Trubosky takes the Bush Automotive kickoff at his own 2. Bounces off a couple of times. Loses the football. We'll wait for the official word. The Bulldogs think they have it, but we'll see what the officials say. And it looks like Taylor on the recovery for the Bulldogs. Earl Harris says first down, Berwick.
Tajee Taylor, I tell you what, good coverage by this kickoff. S.J. Kowalski again replay. Kickoff cover team right there. Good hit. Ball comes out and Taylor on it.
I believe it was Tristan English that forced the fumble. Berwick takes a timeout. They lead 34-7. We'll keep it here.
One of the things that they've done well in their games, I think, is cover punts, kickoffs. They've done a decent job with that. And, you know, when you returner, when he bounces off the first group and nobody brings him down, he feels like he can get it up the field, but then you have to protect the football. So good hit, English. Then Tajee Taylor recovers. Now I think we're going to see a lot of younger players for the Bulldogs. They are fairly young overall. They don't have a lot of seniors.
Crestwood not going away quietly tonight, Joe. They now trail 34-14, and the Red Sox have tied it in Houston 1-1.
Marty, last touchdown, English, 1-yard run, Hinkle kick, good, 3 plays, 8 yards after Wilkes' 42-yard punt return.
And as you mentioned, Joe, with 1st and 10 at the Patriot 24, number 3, Ethan Lear in at quarterback and getting the first carry as he's brought down by Lockett, wearing number 28, Tyler Winter. A couple of sophomores in a quarterback and tailback for the Bulldogs.
I think at this point, we have always talked about this. It's important for the younger players to get game experience. I don't forget about the scoreboard, but if they get game experience, they'll feel comfortable when they move into the next year. As Lear, he's a 6-foot sophomore.
And they'll give it back to Winter. And a host of white jerseys stack him up, but he stayed on his feet for a gain of about 2, making it 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs.
Marty, not to jump ahead, we have 5:19 left, 4th quarter. Bulldogs up by 27. Dallas also up by a couple of touchdowns. Big game next week at Dallas for the Berwick Bulldogs.
And ironically, these 4 teams are going to be swapping opponents. And I think an equally big game in Pittston for what it looks like both Pittston and Crestwood needing to bounce back. And Lear will keep, and he'll get met and dropped for a loss. I believe that was Shovelin that came up and made the play. And
Shovelin.
Keep an eye on that young man, Joe, as the years progress. As we mentioned, only a sophomore.
He's played well, I think, tonight. Made a couple plays behind the line of scrimmage for Pittston.
And I think his bigger asset may be down the line. Big target offensively at tight end, 6'6", 243, as we mentioned earlier.
Good size.
So the ball is back to the 29, making it 4th down and 15. And Coach DiFrancesco, I wonder if he's going to let this play clock wind down and take a timeout, or even take the penalty and maybe try to pooch kick it.
I think he's going to do one of those because he calls the timeout with 2 seconds left on the play clock.
And we'll keep it here with the Bulldogs in front 34-7. The Forge Eatery, 11th and Mulberry Streets in Berwick, is offering food before, during, and they'll be partying tonight after the game, stop in and check out their new outdoor pavilion after what looks to be a Berwick victory. The Forge Eatery, 11th and Mulberry Streets in Berwick.
Took my missus to the Forge Eatery a couple of weeks ago for an early Saturday dinner. Very nice, nicely done.
Were they happy to hear your commentary on the games?
They didn't say, and I didn't ask.
Unlike the gentlemen you meet every Saturday morning for breakfast, they have comments.
They don't know nothing.
Fourth down, Lear out of the gun. He's looking to pass. Going deep down the middle. And incomplete, but a flag is down. I believe he was looking for Kyle Winter.
Lear just threw it up. He had about 3 or 4 verticals going at the same time. There were a lot of people down there, defenders and receivers. Flag was thrown from the side, so obviously saw something from that angle, the official did, as Earl Harris is going to wave it off. Pittston's ball. That was a 4th down play.
And you got to credit the officials getting together and getting the call that they believe is the correct call and waved it off, so the Patriots get it as they hold on downs. 1st and 10 from their 29. Dallas now leading Crestwood 41-14, as Joe mentioned a few moments ago, awaiting those Berwick Bulldogs to arrive in the back mountain next Friday night.
Should be a good one, Marty. I mean, and both teams playing for something. I mean, a playoff berth, a number 1. So it'll be an interesting ball game.
And we're also going to see some subs now for Pittston area. In at quarterback, number 12, Xavier Blackshear.
Blackshear dropped it on the snap.
Blackshear, only a freshman. So I'm sure if this isn't his first action, that still some nerves
always
going through that young man.
Always with the younger players, when they finally get a chance to be on the field, no matter what the circumstance, a little bit of nerves in play.
And this will be number 42, Adam Laser, getting a gain of about 3 to the 32. Getting in on the tackle for the Bulldogs, first number 82, Antonio Pasquale, a freshman.
Also,
go ahead, Joe.
Kendron,
Yep.
Jack Kendron, who made a nice play there, only a freshman.
Berwick showing blitz, and they're going to get a tackle in the backfield. Believe that might have been who made maybe one of the biggest plays of the night on that onside kick to start the game, Rocco Romeo.
Rocco Romeo with a great name. And he comes up with a good hit.
So it's going to send Lear back in punt formation, along with number 22, Nick Pajovic. I believe that's Lockett, who's come back out for the BLB Auto Sales punt for the Patriots with 2:04 and counting remaining here in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs in front 34-7. High kick. And a fair catch called for by Pajovic at about the 42. So the Bulldogs have got it there with 1:52 remaining, leading 34-7. And that's all that keeps them away from win number 4 in a row, 6-2 on the season.
I'll tell you what, they stumbled early in the season, but now they've come on. Great job by Pajovic with that fair catch. He had a lot of people around him.
And because, went overtime, sun ending and everything a few weeks ago when we were here for that Williamsport game, you got the feeling that Berwick as a team rallied around each other, came together, and what a big victory that was in this season for the Bulldogs.
I think it really set the tone for the rest from there on. They just seem to turn it around. I think Coach Carm also feels the same way. He feels that was a huge...
The Patriots take a timeout with 1:52 remaining. We'll keep it here. I want to remind you at the end of tonight's broadcast, Joe and I will select the Wire Guys player of the game. And for fans of Berwick, we'll let you know it won't be Spencer Kishbaugh or Ben Nora, as they had player of the game honors previously in victories over Crestwood and Williamsport. So we decide in the regular season, spread the wealth around a little.
Well, and the other thing is the player we chose really had impacted big time this game.
And taking the handoff is Lear. He got tripped up. I believe that was Blackshear that came up to make the tackle. Now in a tailback for the Bulldogs. And I'll have to apologize. We don't have a 36 on our roster.
Like we said before, Marty, a lot of young players in the game, and sometimes the numbers become an issue when that happens. And we apologize for that, but
I have a feeling that 36 will be a young man that we'll be speaking about in the future of Berwick football. And he'll get the carry up the middle.
As we go under a minute, Marty. Bulldogs looking at third down here. One more snap would probably do it.
Coming up with the tackle was number 67, a junior Ryan Hintz for Pittston area. And as you mentioned, Joe, looking at the play clock, Bulldogs, unless they pass and come up with an incompletion, would have to run just one more play before the end of tonight's game. Great way to cap off homecoming weekend. Nice victory tonight for the Bulldogs. Finished strong and then finished it well. And again, it'll be 36 on the carry. And that should just about do it. We're under 10 seconds. And the Bulldogs on homecoming weekend 2021 win their 4th straight game by a final score of 34-7 to up their record to 6-2. And have a showdown next Friday night, week number 9, in the back mountain against Rich Manello and his Mountaineers of Dallas.
As I said before, Marty, both teams, Dallas and Berwick, finding a little bit of rhythm, little success here as we move toward the end of the season. So they're going to be playing for some division placement.
And Dallas, they also win tonight 41-14 over Crestwood as they await Berwick next Friday night. Hazelton area appears to be on their way to win number 5 as Tyler Wolf, 2-yard touchdown run, has Hazelton area up 29-10. Once again here, Berwick wins their 4th in a row, 34-7 over Pittston area. They're getting set up down on the field. Mike Sosar with winning head coach Carmen DiFrancesco.
Down here on the field again, Coach. Here we are again.
Yeah, here we are.
4 in a row.
Yep.
So we talked about defense to start, or to end the half. We're going to talk a little bit about offense. Special teams getting involved in this half.
Yes.
Wasn't as fruitful with scores, but still managed to put it in twice.
Yep. So we finally put together a complete football game. I was really proud of our kids. I got a little nervous there in that third quarter. They made a drive and scored, and we lost the momentum there for a minute, but we just got it back, and so this has been all season long. We finally put four quarters together, and I was really proud of the way the kids played.
Yeah, and we'll go defense one more time, Coach. 5 possessions by Pittston that half, 3 3-and-outs.
Yeah, our defense just swarms all over the place. I'm really proud of them. We use a lot of different fronts. We blitz from all kind of angles, and they were excellent tonight.
Coach, 5-3 now, 4-0 in the league.
Yep.
As I always say, we're 1-0 for this week. We take that big trip up north next week to Dallas.
Dallas is going to be a huge football game. We're looking forward to a challenge. We're going to have a good week this week at practice and see what happens next week.
Coach, best of luck. I'll join your team.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Guys, what are we going to do? No more home games for Coach. Best showing by Berwick we've seen all year, guys. Back
Get my
upstairs.
driver's license.
Coach. So the Berwick Bulldogs on homecoming weekend kick it off with a 34-7 victory over Pittston area, their 4th victory in a row. As Mike mentioned, going to 5-3 overall. And it's now time for the Wire Guys player of the game. And Joe hinted at it, Dre Wilk contributed in all 3 phases, special teams, through the air, and on the ground.
That's the throw by Lazinski, which really was a very good throw, but an even better catch.
And here we look at the 51-yard touchdown run that helped get the Bulldogs up 21-0 before the first quarter came to an end.
Yeah, Dre Wilk was going to the outside, did a great job cutting it inside, and now we're going to look at the punt return that set up more points, Marty.
148 yards of all-purpose yardage for Dre Wilk, 2 touchdowns. He is the Wire Guys player of the game. Sheptalk had 7 carries, 68 yards and a touchdown. Noor 18 carries, 92 yards and a touchdown. Lonzinski 4 of 10 passing, 31 yards, a touchdown and an interception. For Pittston area, Puglisi 6 carries, 66 yards, and the only touchdown of the night for the Patriots, belonging to Harry Puglisi, as the Bulldogs, winners of 4 in a row, and now a big matchup with the Dallas Mountaineers coming up next Friday night.
Big, and you know, a bit of a physical game. I think both teams are defensively, they get to the ball, they tackle well. It'll be interesting. I think if you look at comparative scores, it really doesn't mean anything. Berwick with Crestwood, I think, was a pretty close game. Dallas handled Crestwood, but Pittston, I believe, beat Dallas, and Bulldogs tonight beat Pittston. So to really throw all that out, line it up.
And I think if you go comparative scores, the danger in that is, and I think you may agree with me, this is a different Berwick team than the team we saw in week number 2 against Crestwood.
I think one of the things when you do comparative scores, you look at when that happened during the season, and you're exactly right. I would not disagree. You're not getting that momentum early, but then all of a sudden something happens, which we saw with the Bulldogs, and they go 4 straight with the wins.
And if you want to go comparative, we look at our good friend Dennis Bookman. Hazelton area won by 7 here, won by 7 in overtime at Dallas. There you go.
There you go.
All right, we're going to say so long. Great job tonight by everybody here at WYLN Sports, including our tremendous production crew led by our director, Barry J.S. For stats by Jim Burns. For Mike Sosar, Joe DeMelty, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Once again, the final score to kick off homecoming weekend 2021. The Berwick Bulldogs 34, the Pittston area Patriots 7. You've been watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazelton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner game of the week. This has been a WYLN Sports Special presentation. Good night and have a great weekend from Berwick.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.
helping your dollars go further every day. Stay here for fantastic bargains. This is Penny's Classifieds from WYLN TV 35.